true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. Alright guys, welcome back to the very first Shed Thoughts of 2024. I'm out here in my brand new car that I totally did not steal. And now we're here at the shed. We got Exabyte Gaming Shed. Rob, the stream man, he's here. So we're gonna go back to his shed and see what we got going on. Now this is a special Shed Thoughts. I know we're cutting it back a little bit. But we got right now we got two sheds, kind of. The only reason being is we have this shed here and this shed. Now this is the Rob shed. This is the Exabyte Gaming Shed. This one is the neighbor's shed. We can't touch it. That would be illegal. But we almost have a double Shed Thoughts. Very big things. Actually, we can kind of consider it a triple shed almost, because we have whatever container this thing is. But I don't know. That's what we got so far. So anyway, so this is the shed. It's not exactly as lavish as the last one, but this one did not burn down. Kind of limited here in what we can do in space, sort of. We have some rope there in case you want to hang yourself. That's very good. We have generators in case the power runs out. So overall, just a shed with the essentials, but a shed nonetheless, and that's why we're taking it, we're using it. So the first Shed Thoughts of 2024, guys, we're making history right here. Shed Thoughts 5, and the theme here for this one, I wanted to say, fur is back. This is the year of the fur, I'm calling it. Everybody's calling their own things. Everybody's like, oh, this and this and this are gonna happen. On TikTok, everyone's saying this and that. But my prediction is that fur is coming back. My grandmother passed away 2 years ago. God bless. But I did end up getting her very nice fur coat. Now, fur is generally considered kind of bad these days, but for some reason, not if it's thrifted. So if you buy it from the actual seller, that's bad. If you inherit it, or that brings me to another thing. Word of the day, heredity. And you know why it's word of the day? Because you gotta inherit as much as you can. I got this hat from my grandparents in Asia. They bought this in Peking, China. That's Beijing before it was Beijing. This thing, I don't know what animal this is, but it died to keep me warm, so I'm making sure to use it. Can't let the fur go to waste. I don't know what kind of animal, maybe it's a beaver. I'm not really sure. This right here is a lot of minks. This is imbued with the souls of probably 30 plus minks. I mean, you can count them actually. You can actually see the lines here. So each one of these is a separate mink. I don't know how many, but that's a lot of souls imbued in this. I did not supply the fur companies though. I got this second hand. Although my grandma might have, so be mad at her, not me. Anyways, so 2024. Kind of a strange start this year. I mean, we've had plane crashes, we've had like, not tsunami, we've had earthquakes, we've had like crazy things. There's like Jewish tunnels in New York. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on anywhere. They're under the floorboards, but this time they're not. They're hiding for a different reason. I don't know what they're doing down there. But you know, I'm not the one to ask questions about that. I'm here. YouTubers are just leaving. We had Matt Pat, the FNAF King, he's leaving. I don't know why he's leaving. Tom Scott is also leaving. He's decided that he's retiring. He floated off into the sunset. That was pretty crazy. But you know what's good about this? You still have me. I'm still here for you guys. So luckily we got another thing coming here. Oh! Alright, let's go in the shed. You know another fuck thing about this year that I've been noticing? You guys remember when McDonald's was low budget? Low budget. You remember when if you had like $1, you'd be able to get something, kind of. You guys remember when that was like financially possible in this economy? Oh, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of fucked. Like every time I go to McDonald's, it's like a McChicken used to be $1.25. Now it's $3 for a McChicken. Fuck McDonald's. There's a reason not to shop there other than Palestine. Their prices are fucked. I used to buy 2 McChickens at a time. Now I gotta buy one for the price of 2. Fuck you. You know, if I could, I would dive over the desk of CEO Kaczynski or whatever the fuck his name is, just like that guy in the courtroom. I would legally not kill him. I would just tackle him over the desk, give him a hug, and say, man,
what's going on, big guy? Why you upping the prices, man? Like, what's going on with that? You have something to tell me? I give him a hug, kiss on his forehead. I'd be like, hey man, like, you can talk to me and we can work something out.
But unfortunately, I don't know. I'm just not shopping in McDonald's out of protest, not for Palestine or any political reason, just because it's too much fucking money.
银行账户就是叫信亚，我必须说现在在速度与激情中。速度与激情主人给我很多资讯 information， 所以很多采访，很多 information， 我有1个 错误，我必须说，现在这个很重要。我爱更尊重中国更中国人。我很抱歉对我的错误。
You know, there's this guy on YouTube named like Mr. Bestiality or something. I don't know. I've never heard of him, but there's this like crazy guy, and he's got like this production value that's like crazy. He's like the most subscribed YouTuber. I've noticed that he's kind of like the Amazon of YouTube. He's really been like taking the U out of YouTube because his whole thing is like he's got like it's like he's like a corporation, you know. It's like he's got like all these people. He's got like hundreds of workers. Because I mean, if you see the production value on this guy's videos, I mean, it's not like it's like for TV. This isn't like what a YouTuber is doing. Like little Timmy and his Lego collection on YouTube is not going to be making something with this much prowess, and like they're having people like do these challenges for money. He's like, I'm burying these people alive. He's like, I'm putting these people in a gas chamber, but whoever survives in this gas chamber gets $200,000. Like, I don't know, it's like kind of weird to me. Like there's something like awfully strange about the notion of people suffering for money on YouTube for entertainment with this guy's channel. Not that they're like suffering that hard, but like there's something weird about it, you know? Like there has to be like he's kind of like being Bezos. Like they say like, bro, come to Brazil. He went to Brazil. Like he's got the channel in Brazil. He's got so many channels, and they all have like millions upon millions of, like there's some sort of pyramid scheme going on here. I don't know what it is or how it's happening. I don't know what's going on. There was this thing where they made a guy go through like 10 challenges for like, and it's like 100 grand every challenge he beats. And there's like fucking cranes in this video. They're like building these giant sets. They're like, the guy's like has to pick these locks underwater, and they're like,
oh my god, dude, look how much he's suffering for this money, bro. Dude, he might die.
It's crazy. Like it blows my mind. But I mean, it makes sense why a lot of people like. He gives away money all the time. He's like drilling wells in Africa. He's doing all this. Hey, Mr. Beastoid, why don't you go tell the IDF to like go IDFC, man? Like I don't understand what the fuck he's doing. If he's got all the power to put 100 million drills in Africa and drill for water and probably oil, probably in talks in Saudi Arabia drilling oil, what if you solved Ukraine and the Israel conflict right now? I don't think he is. Does he have enough money? I think he completely has enough money and power to do that. I mean, he's Mr. Beast. He has all the subscribers in the world. It's like you think with that amount of money and power, he'd be able to stop. If Mr. Beast walked up on the battlefield in Ukraine and said, "Everybody stop," I guarantee he could probably do it with the amount of money. And if he said, "If all of you stop right now, I'll give you $100,000," I think they'd be stopping. Like I think like he could, like that's where the real money is. That's what he's missing. He's not going to Gaza. He's not going to Ukraine. He's not helping these people. He's missing out a huge market here. Like, you know, capitalists always profit off war. I don't know why he isn't, to be fair. If he was a good capitalist, he'd be there forefront. He'd be building planes, supplying bombs to Israel and Hamas at the same time. That's where the real money is. I don't know why he's not doing it. I don't know, Mr. Beastoid. Maybe you should fix Israel, Gaza, Yemen, Syria, Afghanistan. I don't know, all those places, man. Why don't you just fucking, man, you looking so good, I want to kiss you right now, man. Why'd you leave me? Speaking of this Mr. Beast and his Israel and Gaza something, you know what I was doing the other day? I was just sitting around watching an episode of Family Guy. And it was on Hulu, and I was like, oh, I'm chilling watching Family Guy. And then bing, bam, boom, commercial hits. And you know what the commercial was? It was Santa Claus. This was around Christmas. And Santa Claus sitting there reading letters. I'm like, oh, bet. So grateful that he went on Hulu to show me this. And then it was a message from a boy in Israel. And the letter was like, oh, please help me, Santa. Hamas killed my family, or something like that. And then Santa starts crying, and I was like, are you telling me that Santa is backed by Israel? That wasn't the most confusing part. The most confusing part was that a little Jewish boy from Israel was sending a letter to someone he doesn't believe in. Now, I thought that was pretty based. I thought that was pretty interesting. That made me disappointed in Santa a little bit. I was like, man, why is he taking political sides here? Like, what's Santa? Like, isn't Santa supposed to support everybody? They celebrate Hanukkah anyways. He doesn't even give them gifts. I don't know what unless Hanukkah is secretly backed by the Santa elves. I don't know where else those gifts would be coming from. I mean, the Santa elves are the #1 distributors of gifts. I mean, if they're really the #1 distributor, then how are we so sure that he's not supplying Hanukkah too? I don't know, man. I mean, that's like kind of all I have to say. I don't think there's much more to say about all the things happening. I mean, the year is so fresh. 2024 is so fresh. You know, I basically talked about every main thing that kind of happened so far. So I don't know. But you know what's even a crazier thing that's gonna happen in 2024? We're gonna reach 500 subscribers. So make sure to be there when that happens. And honestly, guys, I think we can probably do like 550, or maybe 560, or even like 600 if we really tried. So I don't know. We'll see how my next Halo videos do for sure. But so yeah, I don't know, guys. It's kind of the video. I don't know. I think that's kind of it. But so thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I think personally, I think this video is done. That's Shed Thoughts 5. This might not have been the most luxurious, crazy Shed Thoughts, but you know, it is what it is. So with that, I just want to say thank you for watching and subscribe.